Hello YouTube, Komodo Gaming here, playing some more Scrap Mechanic. Today we're doing another viewer creation. This is by Moonbow. If you recall, he made our last one, the Chinook helicopter, and I actually challenged him to make something. It's kind of odd for me. Normally I get requests, but I actually requested something from him. And this is what I could think of, the V-22 Osprey. This is like, since he did such a good job with the Chinook, I figured this would be the next step if he's going to make another helicopter. And this thing is a beast. He did this in one day. And this is an absolutely massive machine. And I went and actually got into his world, and he showed me it, and my jaw dropped. I was like, how did you do this in a day? And I'll really show you why here in a second, because once I pull up the spider web, it's insanity. That's the only way I can explain that. But yeah, I'm not live commentating over this right now. I will once I take my first flight. He flew me around a little bit, and I did capture some footage, but it was a little laggy, so I'm going to use a couple shots from that, and it's really to explain some of the things that are going on here, because there's a lot obviously going on, because look at that spider web. It makes me cringe just looking at him. Like, how did you manage to connect all these little lines and dots? And yeah, this would have been pure frustration for me. But yeah, he's got a lot going on here. He's got a really unique system in the propellers. It's got a locking system in there, and I want to show that off because I was blown away when I saw that. So I'm going to switch to that shot here in a second. You're going to notice a little bit of lag in the shot, and it was when me and him were filming. It's just one of those Scrap Mechanic multiplayer things. This game's kind of notorious for being laggy, especially when you get a complicated build and try to play multiplayer with it. But anyways, what you're seeing here, he's got this locking system, and he actually made a little glass window where you can see it. He's got the blades tilted forward, and he can tilt them up. The system here will unlock, and it'll pull these pipes out. The thing will tilt up, and then the pipes will come shooting back in, and it'll lock the blade in place. The reason being, I think if you tried this with a normal just bearing controller, the motion of the propeller would actually make it move a lot more. The reason you're seeing the bouncing, that's just actually lag. This doesn't happen when you're just by yourself. But I get a better angle of it here. But yeah, I mean, it's just really neat. You can see the pipes, they just go up through there, and they're going to actually pull themselves out like that. And then they'll shoot back in. It's like think of it kind of like a key. Except for this key is not, basically it's like a reverse key. The key, when it's in, it's locked. When you pull it out, it's unlocked. But yeah, I get a better angle of it here. I was actually just going back and forth trying to get, everything lined up. And this is when you can actually see in it. You can see them, they pull out, and that's unlocked. It's going to switch up, and then the pipes are going to shoot back in there, and then they're going to push out, and that locks it. So I thought that was really unique. I wanted to show you guys that. It's just really cool how he mapped all this together. But yeah, I think I'm finally ready to fly this thing. The footage we captured of him flying, it was really laggy, and I probably can't use it. So I'm going to take my turn. Alright, we're live now, and I forgot to show you guys the inside. I'm pretty sure you would like to see that. So you've got your passenger area here. You've got the cargo area. It's got a cargo door on it, kind of like the Chinook. We talked about actually jumping out of this during flight, but I'm not really sure what would happen with Scrap Mechanic and its lag. It might be, I don't know, it might be hilarious. I'm not sure. But yeah, let's go ahead and close this thing here. I'm trying to think, what else? What, am I missing anything? Oh yeah, there's this door on the left here. Let me get into position. It's just another crew door. I would assume everybody else gets into it if you weren't using the cargo door. Real neat looking, but yeah, I think that's it. Let's go try to fly this thing. Brain fart, what's going on here? Oh, that's what it is. Okay, I remember now. I was trying to figure out why the doors weren't closing. And he had so many buttons for the pilot seat that he had to actually map the co-pilot. The co-pilot's actually got control of the doors, so got those closed. Yeah, I don't know how I forgot about that, but I think we're almost ready here. Oh, there's also this little sensor here in the front. This sensor is a collision detection sensor. It just, if anything gets in front of it, or close, it sounds off a little alarm. It's I don't know, it's just some little neat thing that he added to it, but I think that's it. Alright, let's fire it up. Okay, we've moved. I had a lot of lag, and I don't know if it was the pad that was I mean, that's already in game, so I don't know why I was getting a lot of lag there, but I moved over here and everything seems fine, so. Anyways, to fly this thing, you hit the 1 and the 2 keys. The 1 key, I believe, activates the blades, which really doesn't do anything, to be honest with you. It's just, Scrap Mechanic doesn't have a flight model. They're just there for looks, but the 2 key activates the thrusters on the inside. Now, I turned that off in the graphics option, or I don't know which option I used to turn this off, but I didn't, like, when you have thrusters on the inside of a vehicle, it, like, bleeds through and it looks really weird on the outside, so I turned those off. It makes it look better to me, or at least it makes it look a little bit more realistic. The 2 and 3 keys are the for the nose, to tilt it up and down. That is the 10 key. Okay, that's... I was trying to figure out which one made the blades move forward. And the 10 key, or is it the 9 key that looks like... Alright, that is the landing gear. So we're going to have the 8 key here. Okay, I'm learning this again. He taught me all of this. But, of course, I have like I guess I have a short attention span or something, because I always forget things immediately. But one thing I haven't forgotten is I'm getting used to this control scheme. This control scheme is, I think, really similar to the Chinook. I wasn't that great at flying that one, but I feel confident I'm not going to crash this one, at least not a lot. Hopefully not. But yeah, we're going to fly really high up here first. I want to avoid the obstacles and just get used to the controls, fill it out. He was really good at flying it. He was like weaving it in and out of trees and stuff, and I really wish I could use some of that footage, but it was lagging like crazy, and I don't know, maybe I can salvage some of it. I'll have to go through it again, but if I do, maybe I'll tag it onto the back of the video or something, not sure. But yeah, this thing is amazing. What am I tilted too far? There we go. I'm trying to level it off here. I was actually going backwards. I need to hit the 5 key here and start making us go forward again. But yeah, I think he's also got a thruster in the bottom of the propeller, so that actually does help when you tilt him forward. I almost thought that was just for looks, but I actually think there's something back there. I've got him where you can't see him right now. But yeah, this thing is cool. It might be lagging a little bit. Not too bad. It's really a massive machine, so that doesn't surprise me. One thing I don't like, and it's not any bit like to do with his creation, is the fact that the Scrap Mechanic camera sucks. I really wish we could move this out another 10 or 15 feet. I don't understand that. But I don't know, let's go a little lower here. Oh, okay, I'm still having issues. I'm getting better, but I had to just float there for a second and just level it off and try to get my bearings. This camera has just got me all confused. I would say I'd use the cockpit camera, but the glass still isn't quite clear enough for me to see, or at least be comfortable with seeing out the front. Some people pointed out there's some mods that do that, but I just want to say, like, he doesn't use mods, and that's one thing that actually makes this thing special, is the whole fact that he doesn't use mods. He doesn't use that, and he doesn't use the suspension glitch either. This is all natural, the way this thing flies, so that's one thing that was like just extremely impressive, and he got to be applauded for that, because a lot of times the suspension glitch, it works really well at making things turn, but sometimes it just doesn't look right. It's really like it. I've used it a couple times, not in any builds that I've shown, but I've tried it out just to use it. And I didn't particularly like it that much. It didn't feel good to me. So it's really cool to see him be able to do that. But I think we're gonna actually try to land here. That's like my one challenge. Like, this thing's fairly easy to fly, and if you guys download it, I don't think you'll have much of a problem. He might have to explain it again. Maybe he does a little bit better job on his video of explaining how to fly this, but yeah, once you get those controls down, it's fine. To me, all these vehicles, and I'm dropping too fast here. Slow down. Slow down. There we go. All these vehicles, I tend to crash them when trying to land. The Chinook, I finally got it. I think I actually got it several times, but I'm going to try not to make the same mistake here. Easing it down. What I was doing, oh, there we go. Nope, never mind. There we go. Yeah, what I was doing, I was actually killing the thrusters with the 2 key, but I'd fire them back up and try to ease down, and I was also using the 3 and 4 key for the thrusters in the nose and the tail to kind of level it off and also use it as a little bit of a break. But yeah, that was really cool. I think I'm going to take it back off and try that one more time. I don't know, maybe I was just lucky there. I'm shocked. I haven't crashed yet. The only time I came close to crashing was when it was lagging on the pad, so that's kind of scary for me because I'm really bad at flying, so I don't know. But yeah, let's take this thing back off. Ease up. I like how I'm just gonna like ease up slow here. It just looks cool. Like, it's so epic looking when this thing takes off. Let's go ahead and start moving forward. I can't really see, and yeah, I'm clear of trees here. I don't have to worry about that. I'm trying to think. You know, I really I'm to the point where when you're seeing these really big flying vehicles, I almost wish the map was bigger. It just had more area to fly around in. It's not, I mean, it's a big map, but there's a lot in the middle. I mean, you pretty much have to fly really high to get over it. I'm not to the point where I can maneuver this thing through trees, and this is probably a little too big to try to do that, at least without somewhat planning it. He was really good at flying it, so I was shocked. We might have crashed once, and it might have been one of those things where I was trying to get a shot, like I was trying to get an angle for filming, and we crashed that way. But oh yeah, that's awesome. You might hear, I've been actually using the Steam screenshot thing. I wonder if you can turn off that sound. I don't know, you might be hearing it. Maybe you're not catching it. I can hear it, but maybe it doesn't catch it. Maybe you won't catch it in the actual footage. Hopefully not. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna take it one more time here, and we're gonna land it. Where are we gonna land? But yeah, this has gone way better than expected. Like, normally, like I mean, I could always crash it on purpose, but normally, I have some sort of footage that I can use because I can't fly these things. But that's just kind of a testament to him and how, you know, controllable his vehicles are. So yeah, I think we're gonna land it one more time here, and I think we're gonna call it a day with this video. But yeah, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy his creations. I've certainly have enjoyed them, and I probably enjoy them too much because I don't get as much work done when I start playing with them. But yeah, check out his channel. I've got more coming up. My post-apocalyptic farm bot world. I was actually going to do that today, but I need a little bit more time with that factory. I'm going to hopefully have time today, which is Friday, and I should have an episode on that on Saturday. So it has absolutely been a scrap mechanic filled week. I'm going to switch that up next week. I'm going to play some other games. This week, scrap mechanics, since I know that's my series that I have to be consistent with, that's the only thing I had time to do, so I wasn't able to do anything else. But got some other cool things coming out. If you check my channel update from yesterday, I talked a little bit about some of the games that are coming up and some of the things that I'm looking at doing and looking at playing. Of course, plenty more scrap mechanic coming up. I've got some more viewer creations. I've got a lot of work I've got to do on the world that we're doing now, but that's going to about wrap it up for today, guys. So like I said, hope you enjoyed this, and we will see you guys next time. Thank you.